Hey guys, it's May and my trusty sidekick.
Oh, Vinny's here. Welcome to a special edition Friday morning live show. We're glad that you could join us. Thank you for your patience and giving us a night to be away last night to spend with the new grandbaby. He is here, beautiful, and baby and mother are doing wonderful. So we appreciate your prayers and on that deal. So if you're new here, we're May Made It. We're glad that you took time to join us today. We'd love for you to subscribe to our channel and be a part of this wonderful community where people encourage one another and lift one another up and just share ideas with one another and inspire one another to do greater things. If you would, be sure to give us a thumbs up as you watch today. We call that Vinnying the video. So give us a thumbs up. We'll appreciate that too. May. Let's get after it today.
I want to say real quick, you'll have more information about all that, but y'all know this is mommy and daddy's time. So grams and pops are just back here. Y'all knew what yesterday was. So we said that, but we want to let mommy and daddy have their moment. And so you'll hear more a lot later. So I don't want you to think, well, they're not even excited. We're super excited, but y'all know how that goes. So
I can tell you that he's perfect.
But that's what we're going to say. And then, so that everybody, you know, so mommy and daddy have their moment. They're still enjoying every second of it. And if we are tired, if we look tired or seem tired, we are tired and we do seem tired, but everything's cool.
Josh is doing great too.
The funny thing is, we're babysitting their dog, Rue, who is a beautiful dog and she's a sweet girl. But 4 dogs is a lot on 2 old people.
It's a lot more than we can bear.
You don't realize it, but like, they have such different schedules and such different ways that they like. Rue has full run of her house, and in our house we have 3 that share. So it's the sharing part's been tough. The only one who's like been upset is Presley, and not in an upset way, just like in I got to tell you I'm the boss here. Like you need to know I'm the boss.
You need to know who the boss is.
You need to know I'm the alpha dog here. I know I look small, but I'm the alpha. Like she's trying to do that. And it's just been here's what's going to happen. Rue will probably go home tomorrow or Sunday, and by the time she goes home, everything will be normal. Everything's back to normal. So we're a little bit tired, but we're good. It's a good tired. Now, I do not have a craft plan for today. I did not think that far in advance. I actually was so proud of myself because I got Saturday's video filmed because I didn't want y'all to miss out on part 2 of the album that I'm working on. And then when I left, I went, I didn't plan anything because we thought we could do a Thursday night show if this goes long or whatever, if things change. We didn't know. We were still in limbo. And so, but I did not even plan anything. So today you get us, which is not bad. We're going to chat a little bit and hang out. It's a great day for Q&A. There's a lot going on in our world, even outside of our personal life. In the May world, we have a lot going on. So you might have some questions. And if you're real good, if we get 10 crafty questions. How about that? I'm gonna keep up with them. If I get 10 crafty questions from you guys, let me make numbers. I'll give you a good sneak peek for Saturday night. How about that? Y'all give me 10 good questions.
Oh, I just felt Tamatha draw up.
Well, Tam probably isn't in the chat right now. She has somewhere she had to be this morning. She said if she can make it, she'll be late. So if you don't see Tam, that's why. The schedule changing doesn't always work with everybody, so you may not see her. Let me tell you this. Well, I don't know if I want to tell you all that yet, because I want to wait she's here. I didn't know she was here. I didn't think she could make it. 10 questions. So Tam, you keep up and I'll keep up. If you can, you may not. Okay. So you cannot. I'm keeping up. I have a list. So crafty theme questions. You give me 10, I'll give you a really good sneak peek. It's sitting right here. And I'll give you a good one because it's real cute. About getting the dog's nose. It's so funny. Yeah. I know Nate. My cousin is a huge Nate fan. So, I get a lot of his clips in my feed. He is funny. All right. Vinny?
Is anybody in Clanton already? I know there's
Yes.
some people that are here already.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all know that Monday is Craftropolis? I'll answer a question. I'm going to call this question number 1 because I got it. I'm going to check this off because this was a question. Someone asked if they could come and take classes even if they aren't attending the crop. Yes, that's the first one. Yes, you can. You can come and take classes. Classes are a la carte. They're separate, but you buy them if you want to take them. Now, one of them is sold out. The Make It Go Round in person has sold out. But the good news is you can still get the online version that's coming in May, and you definitely want to. This is a really cool one that I'm really enjoying this one very much. But The in-person Make It Go Round is sold out, but there's 2 other classes. If you would like to take a sewing class where we're making a project bag with a view, I've got seats left in that. I will have to turn that off Sunday, I think. I have to turn that off Sunday because I need to get the kits cut. We have to cut fabric for it, and I want to know how many I need to cut. So there's that. And then, what's the other class? Oh, the stash strategy. Some of you guys are sleeping on that class and thinking, that's not what I want. You're going to be, when you hear about it from the students, you're going to wish you'd taken it. That's what I'm going to tell you because it's going to be a good one. All right. I see a couple questions. Number 1, I got to scroll back a tiny bit. Can you explain the stamp clubs, when they ship out and so forth?
Before that.
Oh, I didn't see one before that.
How do you dye outfitter paper? I can never get it to cut through.
How?
Maybe that's
type that cut. Type of paper again. How do you die cut what paper? Tell me what paper it is again.
This is from Sharon.
Yeah. Sharon, tell me what paper. I think her, how do you die cut and whatever kind of paper? Did you mean decorator? I don't know. Tell me what you meant. I'll watch for it. I'm going to explain stamp clubs while you retype that, and then you watch for it at the end. Okay. Cause I've got my chat stopped. Cool.
I got mine stopped too.
Oh, sorry. So stamp clubs, we have 2 stamp clubs. It's a lot of fun to be a part of. Glitter. Okay. With glitter paper, it depends on the paper. For one thing, it depends on the kind of glitter it is because there's multiple different kinds of glitter. There's glitter made from like a plastic basically, and then there's like a stronger glitter. If you're struggling getting it to cut through, you need to add a shim. And you can do a shim with just a piece of cardstock. If you have a scrap piece of cardstock, cut it to the size of your cutting plate and run it through with it. You may have a shim. You may have had one that came with your machine. Like, for example, with my Spellbinders machines, this is the shim. It's kind of this thin piece here. You can also get a metal cutting plate for a lot of the machines that you can run through with it. Glitter is an anomaly, though, because of the texture kind of makes the blade go. Another thing, let me tell you something. This is a tip you might try. You might put you might do your sandwich like this. Cardstock that you're not using, your glitter paper, and then your dye on top of that, and give a place for your dye blade to go through the glitter. You might try it that way. Sometimes that works too. It's going to depend on your machine though. You'll have to kind of play with it. So stamp club, we have 2 different stamp clubs. Oh wait, this is question 3. Y'all making it happen. We have 2 different stamp clubs. We have our original club, and then we have our scripture club. So in our original club, we just do kind of unique themes and card making stamp sets. It's mostly card making. Sometimes I'll branch out and do a little something different, but we try to do stamps for card making. And you can join the clubs, either one or both, or ever how you want to do that. And what we do is your stamp set will ship out on the 5th, on the 6th, and the 21st of the month. That's how they ship out, the 6th and the 21st. And we reveal them on the 6th and the 21st. Now, you might be asking that question because you didn't see a reveal on the 21st. And that is because we had an error we had an issue with our club set. And so we reached out to our club members and let them know there would be a delay in that. And then we're probably what we will do is just send out the reveal to the club members on that one, because it is so they'll know what's coming when they get it, basically is how we'll probably do that. Because eventually when it goes into the store, we're going to cover our club members first. And then eventually when it goes into the store, you guys will see it, because I will use it in Made It Society anyway. So the rest of you will see it if you're not in the club, if that's what you're wondering about too. But normally that's the first time I've ever had to not do a reveal on that day.
Yeah.
Do you know, so you want to hear a fun fact? Fun fact. I literally had to do a stamp club reveal video. I had to update people walking through a Target one time live. Do you remember that? You probably don't. We were in Prattville and we were there for something, and I said, it's 3 p.m. I got to go live real quick and talk about this because it was an issue then. And that was so funny. So fun fact. When paper punches won't release, how do you get the shape out? If my paper punch won't release, the best thing I found to do is to drop it or tap it. If I tap it on my table, sometimes it'll snap. And if not, I'll just drop it from about my desk height to the ground on the carpet. Don't do it on like brick or hard floor. And by the way, this could break it. I'm just telling you, this is one of those things that I do in case, so you don't have to. But typically if I drop it or tap it or something onto a surface, it'll pop open and then I can get my piece out. If if that doesn't work, there have been times that I had dies completely die. I mean, stamp punches completely die, because if they get offline, here's the trick with a punch. Do not punch through resistance. If it resists, there's a problem. Okay. And I'm not talking about through paper resistance. You know what I mean? If you're like, this will not go, don't stand up on it, because that's going to dent it. What it does is it makes the punch blades inside here, where the punch blades line up for those to feed through. If you just shift this the tiniest bit and try to punch, it can make a divot and cause it to lock up. So that's what I do. Some people will tell you, I'm not scrolling yet. Some people will tell you, punch through wax paper to keep it lubricated, punch through parchment paper, punch through aluminum foil to sharpen it. I never do that. I couldn't punch. I can hardly say punch through aluminum foil with my teeth not just falling out of my head with the whole chalkboard nail on the chalkboard thing. So I've never punched through aluminum foil, but some people say you can do that. Good questions. Was that 4?
The next one is not really
4.
a crafty question, but Christy asked, are you still planning on telling us how you designed the wallpaper you made with the sweet dog?
I can do that. Let me give you a quick overview. Here's what I did. I used ChatGPT for a lot of that kind of stuff. So I went into ChatGPT, and you have to kind of do it in stages, okay? I loaded pictures of my dogs, okay? Some that I felt like were pretty good examples of my dogs, not just bird dogs, but my dogs and my weenie dog. And then I had I call him Chad. I had Chad create like sketches of them so I could make sure he understood what they look like. Because sometimes if you go make a sketch of this picture, it doesn't come out like that picture. You have to work it to get it right. And once you have those right, then you say, I want to turn this into a wallpaper, and you got to tell it the kind you want. I wanted a toile theme, and I wanted it to be a continuous pattern. So he created the single tile from a continuous pattern. And then when I went to the company, which is called Contrado, by the way, Contrado is the website I did. I just loaded that one image, and they take my one tile and put it onto the paper for me. You just have to get your one image right. And you can build your image anywhere. You can build it in ChatGPT. You can build it in Canva. You can put a photo in. You can take a photo and do it. Quality matters, because you're taking something this big and making it bigger. So you got to have really good quality. But the website that you use will tell you what quality it wants. Some people want like 350 DPI. Some people care more about the aspect ratio than they do the DPI, but it will tell you what it needs. And if any of that is confusing, Google it. It's not rocket science. It's just a lot of words you don't pay attention to, because why would you? And if you're like, how do I get 350 DPI? Actually, that's just how you save an image. So you can figure that out. And we can do a video on that sometime specifically. But for now, that's a quick overview of how to get that done.
Next question comes from Kelly. Can you tell us the difference between dye ink, pigment, and alcohol inks? In 5 minutes? No, I can. So in a nutshell, all of those inks, how do I say it in a normal, let's see, in a term that will make sense? They all
bases. Ink. All of those inks, they all ink. All of those inks have a different base. You know how, let's look at it like this. You have acrylic paint, watercolor paint, and alcohol markers. We'll do it like that. Each of those has a different base. You know, your acrylic paint is made with acrylic in some way. I don't know the science. Your watercolor paint moves with water, and your alcohol markers move each other, right? Pigment and dye and what was the other one she said? Alcohol, ink. No, pigment, dye, and embossing, maybe?
No. She said dye, pigment, and alcohol inks.
Okay. Your dye inks and your pigment inks just have a different base. One is water-based and one is sometimes oil. Depends on what it is. It depends on who's making it, what the base is. What matters there and why you need to know the difference is 2 things. Number one, they stamp differently. Your pigment ink is going to stamp richer and fuller and more opaque. And your dye ink is going to stamp looser and liquidier and more transparent because it's a water base. It makes sense. Like if you took what's a powder substance? If you took something powder and you mixed oil with it versus water, you get 2 different consistencies. That's the same thing with your ink. So when you're putting it on when you're putting it on a stamp surface, they react different to the surface. And that's why you want to use your pigment ink for your sentiments, when you want really good full coverage, when the stamp's doing the work, basically. You want to use your dye inks when you're just wanting to get an outline that you're going to turn into something else, like with an alcohol marker or something like that. And you have to remember with alcohol that alcohol moves alcohol. And so you don't want to mix those two together.
Patty wants to know if she brings some stuff with her that she don't have a clue how to use. Will you show her how?
I'll do my best. I will do my best.
Next one.
Oh, wait, that she bought from me. Yeah, I'm good. You can, yeah. I was just afraid you're going to bring me something you got from somewhere else and I won't even know, but I will know if you got it from me. Yes.
Cheryl asked the cost of the online Make It Go round. It is on May the 23rd at 10 a.m. and it is $59.99. And if you look up from your comment in the comments, Tamatha posted the link where you can go purchase that. Next question is, I see a lot of people embossing with their Cricut. Can you show us how?
Yeah, I can show you how. It's not my favorite on the Cricut. Well, you know, you're not going to get the feel of an embossing folder. There's some tips and tricks and things. And yeah, let me make a note. It's not exactly the same as emboss with Cricut. Not exactly the same as some of the other embossing, but you can do some embossing. Matter of fact, I don't know if you ever saw this. Here's another fun fact. The first time Cricut ever picked up one of my videos and like really ran with it, I did embossing on copper. There was a copper product, a sheet copper. It's probably still around, that you could roll out, and I was able to put it onto my Cricut mat and emboss it. That video is still around on my channel. And that's the first time Cricut was ever like, wow, that's pretty cool. And so you might want to watch that because not much has changed. I mean, locations on Design Space has changed, but the process is still kind of the same.
All right. The next question comes to us from Carrie on Facebook. Carrie says, how do you do the tear paper look without leaving the white showing?
Okay. Tear. Okay. I don't know if I have any white core paper sitting here. Is that white core? This might be white core. Let me see. Let me tear. Yeah, cool. Okay. So this is white core paper. You can see it right there. What white core means is that I have mustard on this side and I have this burgundy on this side, but in the middle it's white. So that's white core. Y'all, apologize. I forgot my jewelry this morning, so my hands look naked. Here's what you do. Bless you. I'm going to tear. Watch what happens when I tear toward me. If I tear toward me, I'm getting two different tears. Okay. On this side, I'm getting the white showing, but on this side, I'm not. See that? So it's just a matter of making sure you see this side is not white showing and this side is. Some people will tell you to ink. That's a different look. You certainly could ink, but that's a different look. So like if I wanted this side to be without the white core, I would tear down. So I'm taking the white core here. Does that make sense? So it's just how you tear it. And that's typically across the board. That works pretty much all the time. So hopefully that'll help you.
Next question comes from CDE Spain. I don't know if that's different, but it says, I have been going back through your folio videos and I was wondering, in your opinion, what's the easiest folio to make? I need to make an abundant and don't have a lot of time.
Okay, I have a question for you. Do you need them to be, let me just answer this question, okay? The easiest one to make is the 3-page folio. When you need to make a folio and make a bunch of them, you make the 3-page folio, but the one that we cut in half and got 2 from. Because you still can do like 4x6 photos, but the beauty of it is you make it once, but you get 2 out of it. That is the way to go to me if you're making a bunch, if you don't have to have it full size. And that actually came because I had a subscriber come in and tell me they needed to make a bunch of folios. And I was like, do you need them to be full size? Because if you don't need them to be full size, this is what you do. You make 2 for 1. But the 3-page folio is most certainly the simplest one.
Lori asked, will you be making a video with the 49 and Market albums with the inserts that need to be added? I can't figure out the inserts.
We did a live recently. Was it a live or a video called Let Me Explain 49 and Market? And I'm pretty sure that's what I did in that video. Didn't I show putting them in there? If it wasn't that one, we did one recently where I put them in because I did an album and put them in. I may have a couple of videos about that too. That might be a Tamatha question. Let me find out about that one. I'm pretty sure we did. Okay.
And not really a crafty question, but do you have a video to make a template for folders or binders?
A template for folders or binders? No, I'm gonna say no to that one because I had to question. I'm also trying to help. You're probably caught up better than I am.
Vicky asks, what kind of ink would you use to stamp on vellum to color with alcohol markers and color pencils?
That's difficult because the ink I would stamp on vellum, would be StazOn ink. But the problem is StazOn ink and alcohol don't love each other. They will move. That's a difficult one. What I might do, what I would 100% do is I would stamp on one side and I would do the coloring on the other side, because you won't really be able to, if you could use color pencils, but even color pencils can sometimes move StazOn. Have you ever noticed that? It'll sometimes smear it. Is this good?
You'll love it.
Love it. Love it. This is good.
Yeah. It's just wet.
Jasmine shared a drink with us. This is good. 0 sugar, wild cherry, and cream. I could do without the cream part. I like the cherry part. That's pretty good.
I'm going to leave it over there for you.
I think I would, that's what I would do. I would stamp on one side and color on the other side. And then it really, as long as your ink stays on your vellum, you'll be all right.
Tamatha suggested your class that teaches about ink.
Yeah, we have a class. I really should do an updated version. Not that anything's changed. I have a class on I think it's on the regular website. I could be wrong. She's probably put the link. I hadn't got there yet. It's called Stamp Right Up, and it explains ink to you in detail. And there's examples and the whole thing. It's a really good class. I want to say it's like $10 for this class, but you get a lot of information from it.
Let's see.
Oh, we got to talk about today's flash sale. I'll have to tell you in a second. Oh, thanks, Terrence. So Terrence took that class when we just talked about the Stamp Right Up class. He took it when we did it live, and then he says he keeps it and he refers to it back and forth because it's really good. It's a good one I think it's a good one to refer to also.
Deborah asked, my son is going to be a first-time dad at 44. I want to do a baby album for lots of pics. So what's the best one?
I like when you say lots of pics, if you're talking more than like, in my opinion, and everybody's going to say something different because everybody crafts different. If you're talking more than like 20 pictures, I would go album. I'd go ring album or I'd go scrapbook. I wouldn't. Oh, I almost pulled that over here too soon. I almost pulled the sneak peek over too soon. Where's my other folio? Hang on just a second. Oh, it's right there. Let me grab this one.
We will not be doing the regular Cub stamp reveal as far as online. It will be sent directly to
the club members.
All club members.
And you guys will see it whenever we have it in store. So here's an example. Right here, I can get 8. Why do I keep doing that? Y'all going to hear that Saturday night too. My math on this is wrong. This is 4 photos. Everybody sees it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep calling it 8. But if you're watching my Saturday night video and you hear me do it, put an 8 in the comments. That'll be funny. Sorry, Tam. I hope we load the comments with 8s because I keep doing it. This is 4 photos. Okay. 4 4x6 photos. Great way to do that. In the sneak peek that I'm going to give you in a minute, I'll show you that there's another way to get more of them. But like in here, 5 photos, 6, 7, 8 photos, right? So we're at 8 with this. Then you have photo mats inside of here and tucks and things like that. You have a spot to put another photo here. You've got these for photos. And this is great. But honestly, about 20, and everybody's going to say, I can get so many more. About 20 is about the weight I would want to add. Because folios to me, and I've said this before, folios are the modern day scrapbooking when you don't have time to do a page for every photo or a page for every 5 photos. But I also have new grandbabies, and I was thinking the scrapbook is a really good idea. And something I think would be really good is to give them the scrapbook empty with maybe a page or 2 in the beginning. And you just take your time and do a page and give it to them, and do a page and give it to them. You don't have to finish the whole scrapbook. Just, it'll be kind of fun to go, oh, I got a new page for your scrapbook. I think that'd be super fun. Another thing I think would be fun to do is to get one of those 12 by 12 frames, so that when you give them a new scrapbook page, they can display it in the nursery until they're ready to put it in to the album, or display it in the child's bedroom until they're ready to put it in. And then they have kind of a, so not that my children do this, but this is what happens with a scrapbook. If you give a scrapbook to somebody, they put it on a shelf and they look at it when they think about it, which a lot of times is rare, or when somebody goes, oh, let me pull those pictures out and show you something, right? But how cool is it to do a progressive scrapbook where you give them the scrapbook empty with maybe the beginning done or something like that. And then as you get a page done, you give them a new page to put in. I would enjoy that. I think that'd be a fun way for me to constantly be bringing out and looking at it. And I think they might like it too. So think about that, because I've been thinking about it too. Like, we're getting more and more grandkids. And actually, at this point, if I could do 4 separate scrapbooks, and I could go back through their lives and do a page of different events that I've got and start their scrapbooks. But you could fill a scrapbook forever, like forever and ever. And I've been doing folios more that were more themed, if that made sense. So anyway, hope that helps. That's cute. Anything else?
Arlene asked, when you make cards with dye ink, do you use a fixative to finish them?
I don't. So I know from experience that after a while, the inks don't move like you want them to. And I'll tell you what that experience is. I had an idea to make a card that when my grandchildren got it, they could watercolor it. And I thought, oh, if I stamp this with water reactive ink and send this to them with a paintbrush, they could paint the image and it would smear into the middle and look like they watercolored it. Well, after a while, it just didn't move the same. And so I don't know if there's something that evaporates or something. So that just made me go, I'm not going to worry about it. Now, if you've had bad luck with something happening like that, then that, because environment and climate can change things. Like, I'm in the South and it's hot here. It's humid, but it's hot. So my environment might be different from yours. So if that's the case, you can always do that. I typically don't. I thought that would have been I was trying to come up with a card idea for you guys that I thought would be so cute. I'm like, wouldn't it be cute if we could like stamp an image in a color and then send a paintbrush with it and say, paint your own card? I thought that'd be so cute, and it didn't work. I'm sure there's other ways to do that. I just kind of let that idea go when it didn't work.
Ready for another one?
Yeah.
If paper breaks when folded, what can you do to fix it?
To fix it, let me show you. Let's see if I can get this paper to break. Everybody's going to tell you ink it. Everybody's going to say ink it, and you totally can do that. Something I will do sometimes if it breaks. Oh, I went the wrong way. I should have gone the other way so it would break. Y'all know I'm not going to get it to break because I need it to. It's not going to happen. But I know what you mean, and you know what you mean. Something I will do sometimes when it's broken is I'll do this little crisp press like that, this crisp crease. Then take the side of your bone folder and run it down like this. And though it's not a perfect fix, it'll take all those little bits that broke and kind of put them back where they go. And if you're not extremely picky, you can live with that. I live with that. I do that when that happens. I'll just kind of take the side of my bone folder. Let me show you what I'm saying. I take the side of my bone folder and run it down, and it kind of puts those little pieces back. Y'all probably even seen me do that sometimes and wonder what I'm doing. That's not the only time I use the side of my bone folder, but that's a really good, if it breaks, just do that and it kind of runs it back down. And probably the best thing to do is to be proactive about breaking. And here's what I mean by that. So if I'm going to be proactive, I'm going to use these scraps again. I would score both sides. If I'm using a paper I know has a tendency to break, and there are certain paper brands that do, you know them if you've used them, I will score this side. And just before I even do anything else, I'll flip it over and go ahead and score the other side. And all that's doing is telling that the fiber of this paper, I'm fixing to put some pressure on you. You actually already did with your scoring. And then you have a lot better chance of it not breaking. Another thing that's another great way to keep things from breaking is don't just fold so quickly. you might think this wouldn't matter, but these fibers are kind of like this across the page. And if I just fold quick, they kind of snap. But if I fold slowly, I can maybe keep everything together. And that's kind of how this works here. So you can also just fold slower and then give it a good crease. And again, if you need to do this to kind of hide a mistake that already happened, you can. And inking hides a multitude of sins. I don't really love inking as much. I'm in a not inking phase right now. And I've always been kind of in that, but I'm really in it right now. I'm really into clean, simple, and I'm really into letting mats do the work. And right now I'm into foam, letting shadows do the work. So I don't want to tell you just to lean to inking, but a lot of people will tell you that. Did that help?
Facebook question from Tracy. How do you make pigment ink not smear?
Don't use the wrong thing with it. Like, so we were talking about pigment a while ago. I want you to think about pigment like this. When you do your eyeshadow, and guys will understand this too, because it makes sense, okay? That if you don't use eyeshadow, this will still make sense.
Okay.
When you use your eyeshadow, that is a pigment. That's why I always talk about it. That's a pigment. You put your applicator of whatever it is, and you put it on your eye, and it stays until you wash it off. It does not dye your eye. Makes sense, right? Even for a guy. It's the same with pigment. Pigment sits on the surface of the page. It does not dye the page. So if it's sitting on the surface and you use something that wants to move it or that has the ability to move it, that's what's going to happen. You have to be careful what you use with pigment. You really should get that class. Y'all should get my little class and take it. It's $9.99. Tamatha's got it linked in here, and it explains everything in detail. I even go over hybrid inks and everything. I think you'd really enjoy it. Did you answer Zen Girl's question about I bought that class a long time ago? How do I watch it?
I was looking to see if Tamatha answered that question.
I want to talk about that because a lot of people ask that question. I think it's a good time to talk about it. Anytime you buy a class from me, you have that link permanently. All you need to do is go back to where you received the link the first time. Like if it was sent to you through email, typically that's how we send class links, isn't it, Shannon? We just email them. So if you received an email from us, what I suggest, it's another place to be proactive with this. Go ahead and make yourself a meme folder. And every time you get an email that's something that has a link, throw it in there. And that way you can just go back to your meme folder in your email. Or, and a lot of people don't know about this. Can I show y'all this? Oh, I was watching the Masters. Let's see. Let me see if I can show y'all this. I didn't plan on it. Maybe I shouldn't because I don't know if it'll work on the screen. But if you go to, I really want to show y'all. If you go to your YouTube, let me just try this. If you go to your YouTube channel, okay, y'all, this is going to open to the Masters. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Y'all see it's on the Masters. So you look here at under a video on, are y'all seeing this? Tell me what they're seeing.
The Masters,
okay.
Part 3 contest.
This is just a video. Imagine this is me, okay? Down here, all right? If you look down here, there's a lot you can do in this area. And these options are available on your mobiles as well, just in a different place. But number one, here's where you subscribe. And if you love something, I need to subscribe. See how I just clicked subscribe? It was free. I subscribed to the Masters channel, which I definitely want to do anyway. Also, once I've clicked that button to subscribe, if I do this little drop down right here, I can set my notifications or I can unsubscribe. Okay. I can tell it I want to hear everything the Masters posts. If it posts, I want to hear about it. I can click all. And now I've set that notification to tell me every time they post. Okay. I also can personalize it by clicking this one. And then I can go into my settings and set my personalized notifications. I want them to be all. Or I can tell it don't send me any. Okay. The next thing I can do is I can like the video. I can thumbs down the video. I can share the video, which everybody loves when you do that. But this is what y'all want to know about saving a video. Okay. Even if I send you a link to a video, you're going to have this because I host all my classes on YouTube. So they live in my catalog forever. They're not public, but they live there so people can get to them. Okay. So if you click save, see how my playlists pop up? This right here, watch later, everybody has that. Everybody has a watch later option. If I just want to go, oh, I don't have time to watch this video right now. I want to watch it later. I can click this little guy right here. And now when I go look, see how it popped up down there? It's on my watch later list. Okay. But let's go back to save. These are, I won't mess with these, Tam, I promise. These are our main channel playlists. So if you're looking for a playlist on my channel, you'll find those on my channel, not here. But this is where we create them. So if I wanted to add this video to one of my current playlists, I could, and I could come back and watch it later. Now, I can also create a new playlist where I click this button and I create a title. And maybe that title is May classes. Maybe you bought classes from me and you want to hold on to them forever, which I would too, because you can always reference them. You can change the visibility. You can make it public, unlisted, or private. If you make it public, other people can watch your playlist. That's all that means. Other people can watch it. They can't edit it, but they can watch it. If you make it unlisted, only people you share it with can see it. So let's say you create a playlist and you're like, it's a really good playlist and my crafty friend would love it. You can share that playlist with your crafty friend and they can open it and look at it. Okay. Private means only you can view it. And I have a lot of private playlists because I want things that only I'm watching that I'm not sharing with everybody else. So you can decide how to do that. I'm not creating this, by the way, so I'm just going to do this and I'm going to say cancel, but you would say create. Now, collaborate, I want to say calibrate. Collaborate is different. If you want to collaborate, you click this button and you can then add people to this playlist. That's a little deeper than I want to go. So I'm going to go cancel right there because I'm not saving it, but you can. I don't know if y'all know about this. If anytime you see 3 buttons, click them. You can't mess anything. You get other options. If this video was bad, you could report it here. In some cases, and not on this channel in particular, in some cases you have a height button and some other buttons that you can click. This is a really cool one too. This clip, if there's ever a part of a video of mine you want to save, you can do this clip.
Yes.
And it lets you
Just barely.
that. And I can move this around and clip it inside of here, and then I can share that clip or save it. Let me pause that. Y'all don't, did you hear the golf clap?
I did. I was trying to figure out.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
I had a little bit of a panic moment thinking that I was watching
you were playing something out loud. So there's that. Also, while we're here, so many of you asked me, where do we see the description? It used to say open and show more and all this. Now it just says ... more. So when you're looking under here, here's the description. If you click more, it all opens up and you can see everything that's in the description of those videos. There's usually links like down here. I'm not gonna go further. I don't know what the comments might say on this video. You never know what people might post, but I'm going to discard this and lose my clip because I wasn't really making one. So no big deal. All right. Any questions about this while I'm in it?
Nope. Or I hadn't seen any.
Let me show you this because now you're like, well, you showed me where to put it. Where do I find it? Watch this. On your computer screen, this little guy right here, up in the top left is called a hamburger menu. It's 3 little lines. They call it the hamburger menu. Click that. And when you do, look, all of your stuff is going to pop up. Your subscriptions, the people you're subscribed to are here. But right here is what you want to see. Do you see where it says you? This is all about you. This is the history. History is anything you've ever watched up until where you've emptied your history before. You know, you can clear your search history.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you haven't cleared your search history, you're good. But let's say 2 days ago, I was watching a video and I wanted to find it. I could click on history and try to go back and find it that way. And sometimes it works. Playlist, if I click here, it's going to show me all my playlists. And these are all the ones that I have saved. Okay. Even videos you like end up in a liked folder like that. There's my watch later. Now look, where did that video go that I had for watch later? It was, look, there's some crochet in there. Here it is, the part 3 contest. Let's say I decide I don't really want to watch this later. I can come to the 3 dots and I can remove from watch later. So there's a lot you can do right here. There's 3 dots. Always look, because there's always stuff you can do in the 3 dots. Your liked videos will be here. Your videos here, downloads and more. Plus there's YouTube shopping and all that good stuff down here. So any questions about that? Any questions about the YouTube channel thing? It's kind of a good time to show y'all that. Because we have a minute to do that. And you guys ask about that a good bit. Let's go back to playlists and let's see. Check your settings. Do y'all know where your settings are? Let's see. I really recommend making mini albums. Craft text is amazing. Okay. Let me say this because I see that Melanie talked about mini albums. Mini albums are a different animal. They are not They're not the same thing. They're a different animal, and they are treated differently. I never made them with Craftex, and I never have. And I've also never made them with, I did one time with that product that people talked about. I can't remember what it's called. Y'all will tell me. I forget that, something else text. I tend to, y'all are not going to like this about me. I tend to not make things for decades to last decades, even though I've been saying that lately. I tend to make things because I want to make them, and I put them on a shelf. And I've been doing this a long time, and I go back to those shelves and they still look like they look when I made them. Like, I mean, I don't know the wear and tear. That's what you have to think about. The environment for the project you're making. If you're making something for your grandkids, you're going to have to do something completely different. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say that mini albums are a different animal to me. To me, everybody can be different. But when I look at them like this, a folio to me is like perfect for an event, sharing some pictures that you had, using some fun paper, et cetera, et cetera. A mini album is more of a mixed media piece of art situation where the photos become part of the art of the album. And then a scrapbook is where you have a physical book that you're filling up with things, much like a journal or a traveler's journal, things like that. And then, you know what, and then the ring bound album is a totally different animal in and of itself. And all of them should be treated differently. All of them should be. So I just saw that and I wanted to talk about that because it is true. And some people are mini album makers, and some people are folio makers, and some people are travel journal makers, and some people are mixed media album makers, and some people are scrapbookers. Everybody does what they do, and nothing is wrong in that. What's wrong is not doing. Don't just sit on it. Just make something, right? All right. Any questions?
This is a creative question.
Okay.
And you may not be ready to answer it yet because I know our brains have not been around. But with the 250th anniversary for the 4th, do you have any ideas for DIY home decor? She says that we do a big family 4th party, and she wants to do some decorating.
I want to tell you something I think will be fun. Let me say this to Melanie. Melanie, I knew that you agreed with me about that. That's why I said that. That was not me disagreeing with you. I appreciated that you said mini album because I didn't talk about mini albums. But you know that, Melanie. Okay, on my channel, is it still there, Tamatha? Is the coffee can 4th of July hat still there? This was the most fun thing. I made decades ago. I'm on YouTube. Mate, there's no way I'm going to find this coffee can top hat. Let's just see. I don't know if it's going to pop up or not.
First one.
No, it wasn't either.
Oh.
What did I call it? Upcycle? Was it an upcycle video? Tamatha will find it. Let's see. Let's try that. May upcycle. I used to do so many upcycle videos. Trash to treasure, but that was not it. It was my favorite. It was the cutest thing. I hope Tam can find it. She's probably like, girl, I got that one saved on this playlist. Y'all see this one right here? I love doing this one. This one, I took ribbon and made flowers. That one was fun. That one was fun. This was all from my old house too, from the old craft room. Where is that thing? It was so cute. And I think it would make perfect centerpieces for a get together. Maybe I need to look up centerpiece. Maybe I should just go to my own channel, right? There it is. Look, look, look. Hey guys, it's May and welcome back to another upcycled video. So let me see if I can get to the end so you can see it. I think it turned out really cute. I don't have it anymore. I wish I did. This thing was 10 years ago. But it was a coffee can. Turn sideways so you can see the can. There it is. Look how fun that is. It's a coffee can and an old record, I think. I think I used an old record to do it. Come on, girl. There it is. Pause. Look how cute that is. A coffee can, an old record on the bottom, and then I think that's a cute little centerpiece. Is that just me? Babe, look, that's our old staircase. This was on my old desk where I took the thumbnail. It's funny. What do y'all think about that one? That's a fun one to do. And it is so easy. You wouldn't even have to use a coffee can. Nowadays, there's so many different things you could do. But it was like an old record glued onto a coffee can. And then I did the centerpiece on the inside. And it was just a lot of fun to do.
So can you post that link in the comments so Kelly can grab it?
Yep. Has Tam already done it?
I don't know.
I didn't look.
I'm at a stop on.
That's a fun one. Thanks for making me go down memory lane. That was fun.
Regarding stays on ink, what's the best way to clean that and not a cleaner that would damage the stamp?
Here's the trick with stays on. This is what I do. Whether it's best practice or not, it's my practice. When I use stays on, I use my regular stamp cleaner to clean off the stamp immediately. And I just know I'm going to have some staining. And it's the safest way. The staining does not affect the stamp at all. It doesn't affect how it works. It's perfectly fine. I just try to clean it immediately. And I'll tell you, one of these scrubbers, we don't have them in stock right now, dude. They're on their way, though. We just ordered these. I think they'll be here next week. These scrubbers are really good for that because it's not because they're magic. Oh, I need to get my screen back here. Not because they're magic. Let me do this back like it's supposed to be. Not because there's any magic in them, just because they're so convenient. You can just pick this up and use it instantly, and you have a really good chance of getting less staining. But they're going to stain.
That stays on has a specific cleaner.
Here's the problem with that cleaner. I'm going to say this to you, and you guys can argue it because people tell me I'm wrong about this all the time, but I'm just going to tell you from experience, okay? That cleaner is not made to clean stamps. That cleaner is when you get your stays on onto a permanent surface or to a non-porous surface and need to clean it off of there. It's not made for your stamps, and it will damage your stamps. It will divot them and kind of eat them away. There's not a lot of things that do that to your stamps. Not a lot of things that will. Lanolin on baby wipes is one, and that stays on cleaner is not really made for your stamps. It's just not. The big thing is just know it's going to stain. It's not a big deal. It's not going to hurt them. Matter of fact, the older I get, the better a stain stamp is because I can see it on my surface.
Laura says you got a lot of different pencils and colored pencils and pens and alcohol markers. And how in the world do you organize all of them?
I have this bookshelf over here, and we have them in. Let me say this. You probably think I have a lot. I really don't. That's what's interesting too. I have the full line of Studio Light alcohol markers, and that's what I'm using right now. I have Colorista color pencils that you can't get anymore. So we'll be getting a different brand there. And I don't have as much as you think I do. I try to stick to a line that I like. And when they discontinue it, I find one to replace it. So here's how I do it. I have color pencils. I have art. I have alcohol markers. I have pigment. I have dye. I have the inks I need, but I don't have 15 lines of it. Okay. And in my opinion, this is me. I don't enjoy every line of ink. There's some inks that are not for me. There's some inks that are too wet. The foam pad is not for me. I'm not a big foam pad fan. I like for my ink to kiss the stamp. So that's one reason I don't carry a lot of different inks. I want an ink pad that's firmer. And there's some places I can't have that, like a white pigment. I'm going to need that in a foam pad and things like that. But I don't have as much as you think I do. Go back and look at some of my stays on cleaner will eat your nail polish. Go back and look at some of my room tours, and you'll see. Amen on seeing that stamp. Look, Deborah's with me. Honestly, a stain stamp I see better than a clear stamp.
All right. From Kimberly, I want to stamp an image in color ink. What's the best brand or type of ink to do this with?
Say that to me one more time.
I want to stamp an image in color ink. What's the best one or type to do that with?
What are you going to do with that image? That's what always matters. All y'all knew that was my follow-up question. If I'm just stamping an image in color to live on a page as its line image, a pigment. And if you want a name brand, Versaclear. If you've never tried Versaclear pigment ink, you will not be sad. It's an investment you will make that you will have for years and years, and you'll use over and over again, and you want every color. Now, your next question, your follow-up question is, if I can't afford every color, which one should I get? I got an answer for that too. But the Versaclear pigment inks are unmatched. I'm telling you, they are unmatched. And here's what y'all can know, okay? how much behind the curtain do they want to know? Okay. So
Everything.
So companies send me things, and I'm not talking about people you buy from. Manufacturers, that's how I'll say it. Manufacturers send me samples for me to test, and they go, it's the same as such and such. No, it's not. Like, we test these inks. Me and Shannon will put an ink through something, okay? We test them. No, it's not. It's not the same. There's something that Sukaniko is doing in that ink that makes it heavenly. It's so good. So I have tried lots of them and they don't compare. That's my pigment ink story. I'm just telling you that, okay? You will spend a little bit of money and not more than anything else, and you'll have them forever. Check out, there was a question about seeing my storage. Check out my tour videos, especially my most recent tour video, because I show you all that. How do I categorize my stamps, dies, and embossing folders? Let me tell you what we've done recently, and I really like this. For stamps, I was struggling with stamps because my stamp line grows, you know, by 2 stamps a month at least. And we've tried everything. Y'all, we've had a Dewey Decimal system. I mean, I don't know. We've tried so many different things. And ideally what works is alphabetical. That's what works. We all know that. But the problem is when you do your stamps alphabetical, you have to redo them every time you get a new stamp, basically, because depending on how you're storing them, once you fill your A's up, you got to revamp it. You got to move everything to make everything fit. So we avoided alphabetical for years. And finally, after fighting stamps, I just went to the girls. I went to Shannon and Jasmine. I said, y'all, it's got to be alphabetical. We got to figure this out. So what we did was we gave A its own crate. Will you reach behind you and hand me a crate? We gave A its own crate, B its own crate. Here's your number. I'm going to say something that's going to sound stupid. There's 26 letters in the alphabet, right? Menopause has made me forget my name, so I just wanted to ask that for sure. How many letters in the alphabet?
This one says vaulted.
Well, I don't want that. I want one with a letter on it. How many letters in the alphabet? 26. Somebody answer me. Vinny ain't hearing me.
There's 26 letters in the alphabet. There's some questions I shouldn't have to answer.
You shouldn't have to, but what did I say? Menopause has made me forget my name.
I heard what you said.
So I don't want to say anything and y'all clip that and share it all over the place because I don't know how many letters are in the alphabet. There we go. Thanks, Arlene. 26 gold stars, darling. Here's what we did. These little crates, you can get them from Amazon. You can get them from Walmart. They used to be like $1. Now they're $2, I think. But here's what I'm going to tell you. You need 26 of them. Okay. It's $26. You need a bookshelf. You get yourself a really cheap bookshelf. These we get from Amazon or Walmart or whatever. They're just pressboard bookshelves. You put 26 of these on there side by side. On these little, what are these 3-foot shelves? You can get 3 of these next to each other. You might need more than one bookshelf. I have them on the bottom half behind Vinny. Look behind Vinny right now. Let me make him big. See where mine are? Look at that. Now y'all can see them. That's how we do them. Okay.
This one is M. This is N and O.
N to O. This is P to R.
S, S. There's 2 S's.
There are.
T.
Now listen. Some of these are like P to R, but you see how full this is. This just means we're probably going to have to break that out, right? So eventually we will. For me, this has been the best way to do it. And then, I didn't do that right. Hold on. So like I said, this is P to R. Eventually, we'll have to break this out, okay? But the other thing I do, and I will show you, I can do this with my 4x6s, is we just put, this is a number system we used to use. Don't do that. That was not the one, okay? We just put them in a package like this. Now for me, I keep a clean one and a used one because I show y'all the clean one in video and I use the dirty one. They stick sometimes. There we go. So in video, you guys see this. Look how neat and clean, blah, blah. And then this is the one that goes on top. And I use that. That's the one I would stamp with. And they are alphabetical. And what I love about that, what is this one? Positively Presley. What I love about, I'm going to put that in later because I got to dig now. But what I love about that is I can find them as long as I know the title. Now, another thing that we have done is we take our alphabetical stamp list that you can get on my website. You can just print it out. That list, you can put that with them and then you can know what they look like. Another suggestion I would make, I don't have to do this because Sylvia has done this for us. You can snap a picture of this. You can just do a screenshot or something of this, or you could stamp the whole thing and then put it into a binder alphabetically. So whenever you're looking for a stamp set, you know where it's at. And it works with anything. I will tell you this. In die storage, we do it very similar. Okay. Die storage is done very, very similar, except what Shannon did in that one. Let me grab this. We still use those crates. But in this, what Shannon did was took chipboard and do the brands. So when I'm looking for a die or an embossing folder, have we done embossing yet? No, we've done die so far. When we're looking for it, we can go to the brand and find it. At a certain point, you just have to do that because you're going to be looking for stuff for days if you don't have an organization for it.
The one with the big weenie dog running down the side is called Positively Presley.
Positively Presley.
Positively.
And then what was the other one? That's dies and stamps. Embossing folders, the same way. They're not done yet, but they will be. That's another project we want to do. Punches. Loving punches. Punches are done on one of those metal shelves. I'll have to show y'all that sometime because I think that's probably the best we've ever done punches outside of the shoe rack. The shoe rack is fun if you don't have too many. And that's it. Lori uses binders. I use binders back in the day. I just have too many. Y'all got to remember, I have one of every stamp set, including our vaulted. So I have every stamp set we've ever made. Even though I don't use the vaulted, I just like to hold on to them. And typically y'all get the vaulteds, by the way. Somebody will say, I've got to have that stamp set. And I'll end up giving y'all my vaulted set too. All right. Do you see another question?
I just kind of scrolled to the end because we were way
Tamatha, did we miss anything?
Behind.
No, they're fully alphabetized, and that's how I find them. I know where the A's are, and then they're alphabetical in the box. Great question. That was perfect. That we had to do.
Yes, the grandbaby arrived yesterday.
Yes, they do fit my, no, the biggest one, the one we did this 8.5 by 11 does not fit. It's just on the shelf. Here's another thing about the stamps. I'm going to give you a suggestion. Have yourself an empty bin. This is the lazy man's way. Okay. Don't really do this, but here's what you should do. Get yourself an empty bin. And when you finish the stamp set, at least put it in that empty bin to be put back later. If you're not going to put it away, because if you don't, they're going to end up all over the place and you'll be disorganized again. At least having that bin, it's kind of like your laundry basket. You're like, okay, I have to stop what I'm doing and put that away. The best thing to do, the best thing to do, and this is what I should be doing, put a little piece of paper, a bright colored piece of paper in the spot where you just pulled that stamp from, and then go right back and put that stamp away. I never do that. I have a stack sitting right here. Let me show them.
You want me to show them? Show
them. I have this stamp right here that needs to be put away. This whole stack, and it has not been. So I'm telling you, best practices, not Maymay's practices.
As far as I know, they're just like mini milk cartons or milk crates is how I would describe them.
What? Oh,
those little black crates.
I think we have an Amazon link for them. Do we, Tamatha? I thought at some point we did, but I have no idea where it's at.
Yes, Josh Taylor and baby boy are all doing wonderful.
Okay. What sleeves do you use to store your stamps in? So over the years, this is really interesting.
We've had about 6 or 7 different companies.
Over the years, we've had to change companies, not because we had one we didn't like. It's just they stopped making them. They either stopped making them or they make a different version or something like that. I have used everything from my old ones were the Brutus Monroe ones that I couldn't get anymore. Then we went to an Alphanumeric. I really love these. And we do carry these. We may be out of them. There they are. I had to find my excess. Hang on just a second. Let me grab one. Ow, 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 ow. That's my knee, y'all. Sorry, I'm just knee-owing. I really love these with this little zipper at the top. And I want to say these came in 2 sizes. But coming soon, we just placed a pretty big Hero Arts order. And we've got theirs coming, which I really, really like. Theirs are an envelope style. And they're very affordable. So those are coming soon. So we still carry these because I like these. These are really good for dies because if you have little dies and you have this little zipper part at the top, I love these for that. But be watching for that Hero Arts order, which I think is coming next week because theirs are really good. But mine, you could literally go through there and they're all in different sleeves because of you could tell what year we put it in the container, basically. Good questions. All right.
You want to start showing some product?
Y'all want to see the, let me show y'all the flash sale. This is Tamatha's pick. We're doing staff picks. This is a good one. Are there some left? I want to say there might be because we didn't do a Thursday night show. I didn't get to tell y'all about it. This is really cool. Can you tell if there's some left? Can you look? Here comes the yawn. Mona, you are good. I am not the girl to organize that deeply. There are people who do, and I love that. I bet your craft room is gorgeous. I just am not. I'm not that girl. I cannot do it.
What's it called?
Okay.
Yes.
I'll tell you this about organizing. So y'all know that I sew and I watch a lot of sewing channels too, right? And one of the girls that I have watched for years who does sewing for a living, okay? I started watching, she had this video where she was purging and she was talking about those stuff she was getting rid of. A lot of good tips in there about fabric and stuff like that. But she said something that is me in a nutshell, okay? Out of sight, out of mind. I cannot put something behind a door in a closed drawer. I struggle so hard with that. I have this cabinet behind me. It only has 2 doors and 3 drawers in it, okay? I forget that I even have those products. That's how my brain works. If it's put away, out of sight, out of mind, I forget about it. So I like open storage that I can see. I'm that way with my fabric. I have this at home. I have this huge dresser full of drawers and all the stuff in it is hidden and I forget it's there. That I forget to even have it. And I end up buying more because I forget about it. So I may not hide it. I don't hide it from myself. Not that your storage idea does that. I just thought what she said was really good. The other thing is this, okay? This is where we mess ourselves up, okay? I don't have a problem with storing your dies and storing your stamps. Those are things you're going to use over and over again. Where we mess ourselves up is we don't use our paper. We don't make things. More than purging, I want to be honest with you, okay? More than purging your stash, you need to do a make day. It's so much better for you. Listen to what I'm telling you. You need to do a make day. Don't go into your room going, keep and toss pile. Go into your room and go, I'm going to make today. We're going to talk about this in the stash strategy a bit. Go online and find a card you like, or find somebody doing an as many as, or find somebody doing Scrapbook, or find a folio, or find yada, yada, and go make. Don't purge, make. And then give away a project, not paper or stash. Here's why. We're becoming overrun with stash items that people don't need because we all have big stashes, right? But think about this. If you wanted to give away 5 packs of 12 by 12, the people you have to give that to are so many less than the people you could give 5 folios to. You see what I'm saying? Everybody would love a folio. Everybody understands saving photos. Not everybody knows what to do with a 12 by 12 pack. So out of your 10 friends, 1 of them probably understands paper, but 10 of them would take a folio. You know what I'm saying? So the same amount of time, listen to me, the same amount of days that you would sit down and purge your craft room, you could make. And how much more fun is making?
A whole lot more fun than cleaning.
I bet people don't realize this. I watched this lady purge her craft room and it took her a week. She filmed every day for a week. Now, she's a fabric crafter. Making quilts and things like that take a lot longer. If you took a week to make, you wouldn't have to purge as much. Just sit down and make and then give away. And if you want to make cards, send them to our ministry. Or something I love even better than that, find someone in your area that sends cards and give them to them. So they get free cards and you get to play and make. Okay, sorry. Speaking of making, look at this. This is the flash sale today. This is really a cool set. I want to show y'all. This is one of those embossing kits for flowers, but it's just an embossing kit. You can use it for whatever, but this is cool. And what I love about it, do you see the size of this ball right here? That guy right there is worth the price of admission on this one. I think there will be times when you're making something and this right here will make life easier for you. You're making a flower or you're doing some embossing onto some little project. That guy right there is worth it. It also comes with the pressing pad, so you can put your flower on the pad and is it embossing? It is embossing. You get tweezers, and these tweezers are metal, so you can even use them in your embossing, like with your heat tool. I love this. It's called the Paper Crafter's Tool Set. You get a large double-ended embossing tool, a medium embossing tool, a small embossing tool, and craft tweezers, and that little mat. So this is today's flash sale. When it's a flash sale, when it's gone, it's gone. We won't be bringing it back. And it's a really, really discounted price. I don't remember what the price was, but you should grab it.
Tamatha posted the link. I want to say it's $17, regular price $27, something like that.
That's a good flash sale.
And
are these back?
Good pick. I'm going to assume if they're in here, they're back.
Ladies and gentlemen, run, don't walk. They're back. Run, don't walk. I'm keeping these because my other pair was for home.
Okay.
Listen, you guys. So we had a subscriber come in the other day, and she came from a really long way, and she really wanted some glasses. She wanted to just try mine on and make sure they were what she wanted. And Vinny was like, give her those glasses. So I did, because I had another pair at home, but I love my pair at home too. Okay. So this is my new pair in the room. These are in stock. You want to get them. These are from We Are, and they have a little protector piece on them. These are the lighted magnifying glasses that y'all see me use all the time at my desk. I put these on to get down here and work and see up close. They're so good. And look, here's what I'm going to show you. I'm just going to turn a light on. I want to turn this on so y'all can see it. I think I have to pull the little.
It's on.
Okay. I thought I had to pull the little thingy, but I don't. Okay. Lights are on and someone's home. Watch this. With the lights on, if I close them, they turn off. We can thank Blake Woodfin for this, can't we, Shannon? Is she in here? Shannon said she came in one day and she's like, let me show you something. And she did this. She said, watch. And she turned them on and then closed them. And she's like, the light comes on when you open and close them. So you don't have to turn them on and off every time. I didn't know that. So that was kind of cool to find out. These are really cool. I love them very much. And you guys have been asking about them. I keep them on my desk. They have little batteries. You can change them out if you ever use them all up. But I imagine it will be a really long time before you use up these tiny LED light batteries. You know what I'm saying? So grab yourself some of these. We all love them. Shannon uses verse stitching.
When I saw Tuesday's video and you said you missed your glasses.
No, don't feel bad. Look, they're back. We're good. We're all good. The best thing is you have them, and that's what matters. Back in stock. Post-it tape. Love this. I tried them on over my glasses, and they didn't. Can I see your glasses? Here, you try them on. Didn't you do this the last time?
I did. My head's a lot bigger than yours.
Well, those are one size. Oh, he's got them over, but they are magnifying. So you're going to get magnifying over your prescription.
Yeah, everything's quite blurry for me when I put
remember
them on,
that.
So.
And they're what magnification are they? .6 times. What is 1.6 in magnification glass number? 1.6? Is it 1.6?
There's usually 1.5, 2.0, 2.5.
So I guess 1.6 is the number, but that's what they are, if y'all are wondering. Post-it tape is back in stock. Love this for masking and things like that. How about a couple of punches? We got the 1/2-inch square and the 2.5-inch circle. Look at the difference in sizes. That's funny. They're so different from each other. How about some more goodies? Oh, what'd that say? I need those glasses if they fit over. They fit over Vinny's just fine. And they do have a big nose piece. So see how long that nose piece is? You can really run this down to the end of your nose. If you like putting your glasses on the end of your nose, you can really do it. And I do.
But you just have to remember that it's magnification on top of whatever your prescription is, which may jack you up. I don't know.
Shannon. She's not in here. Tamatha or Vinny. Somebody, can y'all message somebody out front and ask them to hold a pair for Tina? She wants to come get a pair. Did y'all see this? These punches? Love these. Let me tell you something, Lori. I bought one of those metal wire shells. Amber said, help is on the way, dear. Tina wants to hold a pair of glasses. She's on the way after the show to get them.
I'm gonna hold her hands out.
They just came back. I cannot show you right now, but I'll have to show you. We got one of those metal wire gridded bottom shelves, and our border punches. This is my favorite thing. The border punches, we slid down into those metal slots, and they just sit there like a file folder. They're incredible. I'll have to show y'all. Okay, so there's that. There's that. I also loved a shoe organizer for my punches. I still have 2 shoe organizers full of punches too. All right, look, these are in stock. Do you remember we showed you the Mickey Mouse ear one? These are those little albums again that you can put inside of photo albums, or you can use them individually, but they're really cute. They're like the gridded paper inside of the little album. I showed y'all the Mickey the other day. So this is the camera, and this is the regular journal. This one is called Chipboard Album. I think that's what they call it. Just mini chipboard album. And this is called camera. And they're 6x7. So cute. These are back. Y'all love these. And I know because they're real good. These are the Tim Holtz letters. We did a whole video on the Tim Holtz alphabets or font situation. So y'all need to check that out. Oh, here's the bigger version. It doesn't come with rings. I say it doesn't. It shows them in pictures. Hang on. This one is chipboard. Those are a light chipboard as well. Hear that? It's a light chipboard. Where's its rings? There's no rings in here. Let me make sure. I don't think this one comes with rings. It shows. Oh, I like this paper. Look at that line in that paper. That's a good one. This would be good just for anything. Create your own mini album. It says it comes with rings. Are mine out? I'm going to show that to Amber. She could have taken them out. I don't know. Oh, Amber says this one don't, Amber. Unless I missed it somehow. It don't. You better check them. We might need to reach out. The little ones had them. The little one had them. Okay. Is this back?
It's in the box.
She's back. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Here's what y'all need to know. Whenever we can get to the saturation point of these guys, which I have to tell you what that is, what that means is once all of you guys have them, I can start showing you all the projects I want with this. And so hopefully this time will be the time. So if you missed out on this last time, and I know some of y'all did, you'll want to grab this guy. There's so many projects I want to do with the little carton guy. And it's actually inspired me to do some other projects I think you're going to love. And I think I can use this to make some of the stuff I've been doing to make it even easier using some of the little things about this. If you did not see the video where we did the carton board, you need to go watch it. This is well worth the watch and it's worth the investment. It's $39. You get this huge, adorable stamp set. Let me show you. And this board is so much fun. So much fun. So here is the stamp set. I stuck it down to the top there. Shouldn't have done that. But this is the stamp set you get. And by the way, these stamps are acrylic. They're not silicone, so they're nice and firm like a photopolymer. And then this becomes basically a stamp positioner, even though it's not. I still have a stamp on there from the video. That's funny. That's funny. Let me peel that guy off. But I love this guy. And if you missed out, you owe it to yourself to go watch the video. It is back and it is in stock and you can grab one. And I'm super excited to play with that with you guys. I saw some things on Pinterest. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so easy for Christmas and Christmas in July. It's going to make everything easier. Grab your stamp board while we got them. I don't know how long before these. So y'all know how this works, right? They bring in an order. They sell out everywhere. We have to wait months to get them back. I don't know what's going to happen with this. So if you're thinking you want it, you want to grab it. I don't know about that one. Scotty's back. This stuff's great. This is Scotty. This is foam tape that I've used for years and years and years. Pick yourself up some Scotty. It smells so good. It smells so good. Is this new paper?
There was a pile of it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed that. This one. This new paper. There's a lot.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Where do I start? What y'all want? 49 and Market, Cardabella, Echo Park. No, it's both Cardabella. Oh my goodness. 2 Cardabellas? No, that can't be right. I think this is Echo Park. Echo Park, 49 and Market. What y'all want first? I know what they're going to say. I already know. And I already mixed them up. Amber had them all ready for me. 49 Market. I knew that was coming first. I knew it. Am I allowed to show these? I ask that every single time. I'm just going to trust Amber that she's done the work. Why do I think I'm missing something here? Oh, no, that goes with that. Okay. All right, you guys. You ready for this one? It's gorgeous. This one is called From the Garden. Look at this. Look at these pieces. There's your laser cut pieces. There's your laser cut wildflowers with trellises. Do you see those little trellises? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Rub-ons. I didn't even know we were getting rub-ons. So somebody surprised me. Look at that. These rub-ons would be great on those big albums that they do. Look at this one. We're going to flip through that. And let me show you this up close. These are chipboard pieces. Where's my gardeners at? If you do a garden every year, I follow this girl who does a garden every year, and she keeps a garden journal. Didn't know this was a thing, but she keeps a garden journal because some things, like in your area, this will make sense. Some things she plants, she calls more prolific. They do better in her garden. So she wants to remember to plant those same seeds year after year. So she keeps a garden journal that she remembers how her garden did this year. Like, these tomatoes did great, these didn't. And she's been doing it for like 5 years. And now she's to the point that she's almost curated the perfect like garden for what she's doing. And then she'll try new things and keep notes in the journal. Y'all, if you're a gardener, make yourself a gardener journal out of this, because this is gorgeous. Would that not be adorable? Yep. Like, use one of the ring bound albums and some of the slot pockets to make notes. This would be really good for that. So good. Y'all know who that is, right? I'm sure somebody will say who it is that does that. It's been interesting to watch her learn what she wants to plant and what she doesn't want to plant. All right, let's look at the 6x6, because we usually look at the 12x12, but I feel like they're very similar in this pack. Becky, she does one every year. I think it'd be fun if it was a pretty one. Wouldn't it be pretty? I think that'd be fun. Look at this. So cute. Very garden. Here's another thing I want to tell y'all. This might be the one to do. I saw this girl. I've been thinking of like using up my stash, right? I saw this girl who orders handmade stationery. She like spends the money to have somebody make the stationery for her. Okay. I think it'd be really cool if we created our own, and this might be where I do it. Can you imagine if you take this and you get one of our monogram stamps and you put your monogram at the top of the page in whatever way you want, and then you cut this in half, and this becomes little monogrammed or personalized stationery for you, or as a gift? I'm going to write that down because I want to remember to do that. That's a good one. I want to show y'all with this pack, or maybe the other one. Let me see. Handmade stationery. I was literally thinking y'all would love to see that done, because it'd be a great gift. This would make a beautiful gift for someone to turn this into a stationery set. Especially these pages where you could just write right over that. Oh my goodness. Look at that with those skeleton flowers. So pretty. And we're back to the beginning there. That is gorgeous. This would be the perfect set to do that with. Maybe after we finish the one I'm going to give you a sneak peek on today, that can be our next parted video. I feel like it's going to have to be done in parts, because you'll have to do the stamping and the building of the container to hold them in and things like that. Put this guy back in here. Come on, dude. There we go. That's a beautiful set. Now look at the second set from them, which might be the one that we could use also. It could rival that one. Let's just see. This one's a little darker. Oh, this is so pretty. This one is called Faded Memory Lane. Look at this. Oh my, are these cone flowers? Isn't that what those are called? Look how beautiful. This is film strip and postage laser cuts. Look at that. This is screaming somebody's aesthetic right now. Somebody's like, look at that. These are the rub-ons. So pretty. These are the laser cuts. Oh my gosh. I'm having so many ideas about that stationery set with all of this. Imagine doing white cardstock and rubbing these on and creating your own stationery with the rub-ons. That's a good idea too. Chipboard set. Love this. Then the ephemera set. This tells me some of our pieces didn't come in on that other pack. Look at that. It's got those people in it. There's a people. Oh, that picture's famous, isn't it? We see that picture a lot. Beautiful. And then here's the paper. I'm going to go through the 12 by 12 on this one so you can kind of see how they lay it out. Plus, I want to see this blue paper. This is gorgeous. Faded Memory Lane. Oh, it smells good. Oh, this is a new collaboration for her. This is a Narika and AHW collection, Art House Whimsy. So this is a new collab for her. This is pretty. I love those. I love when there's individuals we can cut apart like that. Are those cone flowers? Somebody knows. That's beautiful. Look at this. So gorgeous. Benny's not here to ask me, so I'll do it because he always wants me to zoom out. Look at this. Gosh. Look at that gorgeousness. This is so pretty. I like this fadedness of it. It's much more soft in person. You're seeing it a little harsher on camera, but it almost has a haze feel to it. Like you remember when Doris Day was in movies and she'd have the pretty filter on her? It feels like that, like it has a filter over it. Not on camera, but in person. You'll see when you get it home. It's really pretty. Did somebody tell me what flowers these are? Yes, cone flowers. I only know that because Brenda loves cone flowers and we talk about them. She likes to draw them and sketch them and paint them. Gorgeous. Look at that huge moth. This is beautiful. This has the feel of you could make a project with this for somebody who doesn't have like a thing. Do you know people who just like, oh, is it echinacea? That's even better. You know how people like, there's people who don't have a thing. Like they don't do dogs or cats or butterflies or bees or whatever. This would fit anybody. This would fill the bill because it's just those pretty flowers. So nice. We're going to go from, how do I want to do this? We're going to go from vintage classic. I guess some of you are going to call this vintage classic too, depending on where you're from and what vintage you are. How about groovy summer? What a big jump, right? This is real cute. Let me pull this out of here real quick because this is not part of groovy summer. That goes there. This is Echo Park groovy summer. We're going to flip through. Oh, sneak peek. Okay. Groovy summer. It's so cute. Wait till you see it. Here's the coordinating pack. Look at the colors. They're so good. This purple though, love that. This is the ephemera for it. Oh my gosh. And here's the 6x6. I have to tell y'all, if you're into folios, I don't know why I showed you that, like they're stickers or something. If you're into folios, this is how you do it. I'm doing this with the Cars pack. You grab this right here and you can make the cutest, most curated folio. So easy, so quick and easy. Look at this. Groovy summer. Let's flip through. Look how pretty this is. The colors are really cool. Look. Love this. What I love about it is it's groovy without being too groovy. Okay. It does kind of, it is groovy. Like, look, that is a disco ball, but it's not so groovy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it goes a little far for me because I was not around during, this time or this era. So sometimes it doesn't speak to me, but this is just cute and I really like it. Good times and tan lines. That sounds like Shannon's nickname in high school. She loves a good tan line. She loves the beach. Look how cute this is. Look at the sun. Love that. Oh, the skates. Now this is me. I was a skater. I did the roller skating. Not when it was cool. Much further after. It wasn't groovy when I did it. This is so cute. Look at that little, and that. Y'all, this guy right here, he's probably in the sticker pack, but you could cut him out and make him one of those pull cards. Wouldn't that be cute? Love that. Look at the popsicles and ice cream cones and things like that. That's orange. I love orange. I didn't show you that one either. Good B-sides on this one. Good B-sides. B-sides matter to me lately because playing in the new Make It Go Round classes, I've been paying attention to the B-sides a lot because they've really been mattering in my projects. And so I've been looking at B-sides. This is beautiful. Radiate kindness. Love that. Look at the emojis. Those cute. Oh, these suns are cute. Look at those. Suns on one side. Clouds on the other. Look how fresh. This was your era, Mary? Look at the stripes. Oh, this is cute. Look at this. Love that. Then we've got cut aparts. This was your childhood, Mona. It's so good. Look at the cherries with the little disco ball cherry. That's so cute. Green hearts and then stickers. Let me say, yep, see? But I'd cut that other one out because he's a little bigger. Or pull him out of the chipboard pieces or the ephemera pieces and do, oh, look at the moped. Too cute. If you're from Florida, that's perfect for that too. Or if you're going on vacation in Florida, what a perfect way to do a little Florida album. This is cute. And we have all of the accoutrement for it. All of the accoutrement. That's my fancy word for the day. You like that word, accoutrement? It is groovy. It's not too groovy, though. It's groovy, but it's not so disco. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't lean completely disco. Look at that purse. I would carry that right now. That's so cute. All right. Now I'm going to show you what might be my favorite. This pack. I'm going to say this and you guys will understand it. It's kind of the best of both worlds. And what I mean is they're giving you something trendy, but they're doing it with colors that work. These colors are so pretty. This collection is called Lemonade. I just threw those down. Is there any chance you can grab what I threw down right there? Look at these colors. This navy with this pink and this yellow and this green. These colors are so good. This one is called Lemonade. This is the one I told y'all that when I look at the pictures, it makes my mouth water. It's like I can feel the lemons in it. It's crazy. Look at this paper. Tell me you don't feel the lemons in that. It's so pretty. Thank you. Yeah. And then here's your ephemera for it. Look at these colors. Don't forget it's Cardabella. So it's that beautiful texture. And they had recipe cards for it. Can you imagine doing a mocktail recipe book? Come on. Now that would be fun to do. I would like to do that for myself to have. For when we have get-togethers and stuff, a little mocktail book using these. Yep. Making a note. Too many projects. So little time. Oh my goodness. That would be adorable. To do a little mocktail book, all of these, how many are in here? You only need 12 mocktail recipes. A lemonade theme is perfect, right? Look at this ephemera. This is the chipboard. These cakes, they just make my mouth water. These little cakes, I feel the lemons in it. All right, here's your 6x6, and we're going to flip through. No, it makes my mouth water. I'm not kidding. When we were sitting there the other day and I was looking at it, I'm like, it is literally making my jaw do what lemons do.
I watched James eat that lemon at the restaurant last night, and he didn't even shiver. He was just gnawing on it. So I was like, how is that possible?
But Amy said this to me. She said, Grams, I like to eat these. I said, oh, you do? She said, just a little bit like this. She doesn't really. I said, well, let me see you bite it. And she went, she was at the very edge of it. I'm like, is that really biting it? You know? So then she said, what's this, Grams? And she slid it down her straw, the slice of lemon down her straw. And when she did, some got in the straw. And I was like, this is going to be fun. She's going to drink that in a second. And it was sitting on her straw. And I said, you see there's some in your straw, right? She said, mm-hmm. And she took a drink. And when she did, her face, she went all over the place. I said, you got some in your mouth? She's like, yeah. It was so funny. Grandkids are hilarious. Look at these colors. This lemon. I love this so much. You guys, we have a stamp set that would go perfect with this pack. It's called, I forget the name of it. I forget the name of the stamp set, but it would be perfect because it's all citrusy. Okay, look at this. That is a party. Lemon pound cake. That's what I'm going to call that. Or a lemon drizzle cake. A little bit of raspberry tea. Some blueberries. Your glasses and a good book. Oh, look at the pink. I'm not joking about this pack. I'm going to have a hard time designing with it. Okay. You know what's cool about this? Have you ever seen the Amalfi Coast lemons that are a little bit different? if you've never seen them, the lemons out there have a really thick rind, and when you cut them open, the lemon is on the very inside. I'm not sure if that's what they were trying to do, but that's what that reminds me of. Look how pretty this pack is. This would be a fun one to design with. It's just cheerful. It's just cheery. This is gorgeous. Oh, you're the zest. I was made for sunny days. Oh, the bows. I'm just going to tell y'all, I want an entire bow paper pack. I hope you're listening, Cartabella, Echo Park, I want an entire paper pack made out of bows, or 4 bows. Look how cute. That's a good one. The sliced lemons with little blue flowers. Look at the little blue flowers. Peach. This is more peach than what you're seeing on screen. Yeah, but didn't they put these colors together right? Aren't they good? They've got peach and pink and blue and green. It's really good. Oh, look. I love that. Look at this one. That's so cute too with the little blueberries. I'm loving this pack so much. This one's going to be fun. I think I'm going to do the little mocktail book. I think this would be cute to use this to make that because it just makes sense, doesn't it? Do y'all think that'd be cute to do a little mocktail recipe book? The good news is whatever measurements I have, you just change the theme and it doesn't have to be lemonade and mocktail, but it would be a cute video. Be cute to do. Love this so much. That one is lemonade, which is what my brother used to call it, lemonade. Now I have a question, Amber, if you're watching. What am I doing with this bundle? Have you done something special for the friends? Did you do this on purpose? Am I walking into a plan? What's happening? I have a bag of stuff I'm supposed to show y'all that I'm not sure about. Maybe come tell me. Help is on the way. That would be good. All right, while Amber's coming to... Here she is. Did you do this on purpose to match this paper?
I looked at our last Monday and I did what we did with it.
So this is the same?
I mean, it's not the same ink, no.
Look at it with this paper pack. Did you mean to do that?
No, I think 49 Market meant to do that.
No.
What do you mean?
No, look. It's literally perfect for this paper pack.
There's a good possibility that I saw all those when all this was.
Until you did it that way yourself?
Well, no. I just got that.
Is this a new release? This is not a new release. Yes? Welcome to the world, Beme. I don't know what I'm talking about. So these are brand new colors
They're
too.
listed as new colors.
Because I haven't looked at them. So now I see pineapple, sunrise. Okay, camouflage. These are new colors.
Mhm.
Pink lady. Look at Frosty. These are gorgeous. Okay, so this is a bundle we have. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You did 9 colors. You can pick up the bundle so you can get all the new release colors. We probably should have talked about this. You were trying to do that today, but I was talking grandbabies. She said, she did this. She did finger on nose. Like I got it. That's what she did. Okay. So this bundle is available. I don't know how many we have, but you can pick up this bundle. This is beautiful. And I cannot believe how much it matches that lemonade pack. I will play with these. Oh, maybe I can use them in Made It Society. Look how gorgeous this color is. Tell me that is not literally. That's perfect. I love this so much. All right. So if you want to get the new ink bundle, it's available. Okay. There's 50. She says, somebody says there were, Lisa says there were 15, 3, 6, 9, 12. Did we miss the other 3 somehow?
I got what was available.
Yeah, this is what we could get available. So she put it in a bundle for you guys if you want to grab it. We'll look for the other 3 that are missing and see what we can do.
I know 2 that are missing. I don't know about the third one.
These, I mean, we'll do them in a bundle while we've got them, but they won't stay in a bundle. They'll eventually become individuals and you can get the colors you want. We always do that. So, I mean, when we can, we always do that. All right. I have some across the mile stuff to show y'all, and then I'm going to give you a sneak peek, and then we're going to head out. I got to get ready for some Made It's coming to town. There's some in town already. Why is that the cutest thing I have ever seen? That's adorable. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with this one. This says, happy birthday. It says, no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. And it says, wishing you the very best birthday. See you in April. Happy birthday, Rhonda and Tara. P.S. Just because I make a card doesn't mean I get it mailed. Sorry. That is cute. Was this for Shannon? Yes, for Shannon. That's so cute. All right, so we've got Shannon's birthday card. That's from Rhonda and Tara. Look at this one. This is pretty. It's got a crown of thorns and Jesus on the front, and there's a letter. Let's see what this one says. Okay, so I'm going to read this later. This is from Tracy Clark. Let's look at the card. Put that out of the way real quick. Okay, so, oh, look. Isn't that pretty? They stand up out of it. That is really cool. Watch, let me do it like this so you guys can see it. That's beautiful. He is risen. That's so pretty. And there's a belly band with it. Thank you, Tracy. That's gorgeous. Very pretty. Get it back on there like that. And it's centered in there. Isn't that pretty? Lovely. Great card. I'll read your letter after. I'm going to set it right there so I can read that. Then, look at this one. This one says, He is risen. You open it up. It says, may the love of the cross and the hope of the empty grave fill your heart this Easter. It says, may Vinny and staff, God bless you all and your families. This is from Audrey Fletcher. This is beautiful. Thanks, Audrey. I like that cross like that. That's pretty. Lovely. Y'all do such good work. Such good work. Then, this has a letter built in, I think. Let's see. I don't know who this one is from. I'm looking for a name. Oh, here it is, from Maureen. Oh, this is pretty. I'm not gonna read the letter to you guys because that's for me, but it's not a letter, it's a note. So it goes like this, then this, then this. And look, it's all scriptures in here. She says, I have this on my bathroom mirror that reminds me that Jesus has provided me peace, but I must appropriate it and not allow my heart to be troubled or afraid. Oh, this is the one. My peace I leave with you is what she has. You know what I love about this scripture right here? My pastor quoted it this week, and every time somebody quotes it, this is what I say. Not any peace. Jesus's peace. He didn't say, I leave peace with you. He said, my peace I leave with you. That is important that you know that. He didn't leave you just peace. He left you his peace. And that's completely different. We got to remember that. Look at this golfing mouse. Is this a card because of the Masters and they're just telling us enjoy? Oh, it's for you, Vinny. Hope you have a terrific birthday. Love and prayers from Sarah Chambers. That's adorable.
Coming up.
That is so cute. It says, I think you're terrific.
The old man in the house gets older.
Thanks, Sarah. That is so cute. It is coming up. Birthdays. Look at hello from this frog. It says, oh, thanks so much. Who's this from? Kathy Talley. It says, Meme, thank you very much for my order. Your customer service is excellent. That's why I keep buying from you. We appreciate that. Our crew is really, really good at what they do. It says, just sitting here thinking of you. How cute. That's so cute. Just sitting here thinking about you, that frog. Look at his expression. Look at him. I'm just sitting here thinking about you. Do this, babe. That's what you just did. I love that. Hallelujah. He is risen. This is pretty. Look at that. That's 3 layers. No, that's 4 layers on there. It says, Vinny, Meme, and staff, Easter, the promise of God's love from Brian and Tammy Dunkel. Thank you, guys. That's beautiful. So pretty. Y'all are just so good at card making. I was looking at it. I'm like, my brain wouldn't have done that. Very good. Oh, I got one more thing to show you. One more thing. First, this little card, which is adorbs. And then this honey, which was a present to us. And I wanted to show y'all. This is Holy Honey Company. And she was telling me about it, that this is a hive of, what do you call when you're, it's a hive that's owned by a priest. Is that how I would say it? It's a hive owned by a priest. It's probably multiple hives. And he harvests their honey and he blesses the honey. So it's called Holy Honey. Isn't that cute?
That's cool.
And look how the little logo, it's got it in the little, oh, I'm a little too blurry. There we go. So that's where it's from. And it says, I wanted to bring you something from my home to yours. You are in my home every week, making me smile. Thank you. And congrats on your new home. Thank you so much. I love this. Look at this card. So pretty. I like this butterfly. Looks like you mixed media that. Did you do that? Carissa, did you mix media that? Oh, I should have said Carissa. I'm sorry. That's Tim Holtz ink, maybe the oxide ink. That's what it feels like. It's beautiful. I'm gonna put it in the bag. And then some fresh honey. Love it. Thank you so much, you guys. Oh, my desk is a mess again. Amy looked at my hair and said, Grams, you have, she's talking about my gray hair, but she called it something. Did she say cartoon hair or something like that? Like, it wasn't offensive. I'm not offended I have gray hair, but she said it because it reminded her of either a cartoon character or something. The way I have the gray in my hair now, I said, that's called getting old, darling, and not wanting to color it. We're going to let it go. Let it go. See, I could pick that out. It was beautiful. All right, you ready for your sneak peek? How much can I give them? How much of a sneak peek can I give them? I'm waiting for Tamatha to tell me. You're going to say nothing, but I want to do something. This is for Saturday night's video, tomorrow night's video. I forget what day it is.
Today is Friday. Unusual.
Today is 1 day old day. Or 2 day. You would count it. He's 4 days old to you now. Oh my gosh. Barb says, Mary, I'm sorry to let you down. Let's just hold hands and buy together. You are so cute. Hey, we appreciate you. You mean the world to us that you support us like that. All right. I'm going to, Tamatha must have gone to her appointment. Maybe. I don't know. All right. You ready? I'm just going to do what I want to do. You guys asked me 10 questions. There she is. A little bit. So look at this. First off, I love the fact that this Cars paper pack that I'm using from Cardstock has 2 sheets of every page. So I was able to do all of this in plaid and match it up on the outside. Okay. There's no decorating yet. And then I don't know what, do I not want to show them the new install? I'll hide that. There's a new install. Oh, I know. I'll show them this page that I decorated. How about that? That one's decorated. That one's decorated.
So she is here.
She's here.
No more.
That one's decorated. I did do a new install. Okay. And I'll go like, well, there's a new install in it from the last time. If you remember, this is my remake or my do-over from the one I had here today that I was showing y'all. Right here. This is my do-over from this guy. So if you're watching, so part 2, this was the first one I did, but I didn't think the binding was wide enough. So I redid it. And now you see how much bigger the binding is. And I really do think I think you're going to love this folio. And there's a lot of room to add and take, make it your own. But I'm trying not to over add because I want to. And then I even say in the video, if I keep adding, I'm just going to turn into the same problem I had before. So I'm trying to just make it a nice, good size one. And I'm using that masculine cardstock, which is super fun. So that's your sneak peek. You get to see the cover.
The Cars paper pack.
Cars from Cardstock. It's so pretty. It's this one, this pack. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Barb says, never tell my man a secret. Don't do it. You know why? Because I'm so bad at it. I'd rather you not tell me because it's probably going to get leaked. And you're probably going to be like, who told you? And they're going to say May. And you're going to be like, I'm not surprised. And you only have yourself to blame for telling me. Just be honest. You already know. You really only have yourself to blame. Oh, okay. So you sit in the parking lot? Is that a thing? Or you get to sit in the parking lot? Because for me, it would be, I'm allowed to sit in the parking lot. That's funny. All right. So this paper pack, really good. Your mic is not on. Did you leave it off after you sneezed? Or did you forget to turn it back on?
I'll turn it back on after I sneezed, yes.
All right, you guys. That is it for today. Thank y'all so much for giving us some time last night. We had a wonderful day. Our grandkids are in town. Our kids and our grandkids are in town. We got to see every one of our kids yesterday. Mm-hmm. It was so nice. It was so nice. And we're just blessed. We're blessed. And it just continues. This is the year of babies in our family.
Yeah.
Like we had 1 in the room and 2 in the tummies in the room while we were there. And it's just really good. And then Joe's getting ready for his wedding and there's a lot going on and we're very excited about it. So, oh, look, Cynthia Stitches and Stamps said, May and Vinny, see you next week.
She said she was passing through town and was going to stop in and shop and see us. I don't think she's coming to the event. Oh, the nurse came to see if you were okay because you were still sitting out there and your appointment was not easy. So she's passing through town.
I love when my kids are together. The best thing is when they're all under the same roof and we go to sleep at night. That's the best part, isn't it? My mama used to say that.
Anymore, though.
It doesn't. My mama used to say that. I'd be like, Mom, that's so weird. We're just going to sleep. But I totally get the feeling when all your little ducks are in their nest. There's something about it.
Yep.
All right, you guys, we're going to go get ready for Craftropolis. That's what we're in. We're in full Craftropolis mode. We're going to have a great time. Hopefully I can bring you some lives. We try to bring you lives from Craftropolis. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But we're going to have a really good time. I'm looking forward to, I'm teaching 3 classes this time. I'm doing a sewing class for the first time with you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Very casual event. We're going to just hang out together and love on each other. As we leave today, Vinny's going to pray for us as he always does. So if you have a specific prayer request, head to our Facebook group called Created in Christ and share with us. There is a ton. I want to say there's 8,000 plus prayer warriors over there. They'll be praying with you about whatever you're going through. And we pray for you anyway, but if there's something specific, we can pray for you about. Tamatha, when do you leave? Tomorrow or Saturday? I mean, tomorrow or Sunday. I think Sunday. She'll drive in Sunday, but.
Yep, Sunday.
All right. We're going to see the Made It's on Sunday night. We'll have open house at the store for you guys on Sunday night. We can't wait to see you. All right. You going to pray?
Yep. Let's do it. Hey, God, thanks for the day. I pray, God, safe travel for all of those that'll be coming to visit with us next week. I pray, God, that you would just comfort and be with those that aren't able to be here. God, I know a lot of their hearts desires to be here and just they can't make it happen sometimes, and we understand that. So, God, I pray that you just wrap your arms around them too. I ask, God, that you would just love on us like you do, Lord. Help us to feel your peace and your comfort in tough times. Help us, God, to remember that there's nothing, absolutely nothing too big for you, and I thank you for that. I pray, God, that you be with those that are sick, those that are hurting, those that are struggling with whatever that issue might be. And God, I know that you're able to do exceeding and abundantly above all I could ask or think according to your word in scripture. And we trust that today. I pray, God, blessings again on all that are watching and listening today. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. Until next time, bye now.